Beggars can't be choosers, but beggars never quit. Height here, and you already know what this is. It's time for Choosing Beggars, but with a twist. A blast from the past with Walkback Wednesday. Let's do it. Our first post today is by My Name is Fred, I Swear, titled Soldier Complaining About No Longer Receiving a 60% Discount on His Donuts, even when in uniform. As a soldier myself, this type of soldier embarrasses and infuriates me.
I'm very disappointed. As a soldier right down the road at Beg and Beg, I buy donuts for my class on a regular basis. Some visits I will pay $11 for 2 dozens with an extremely generous military discount. The last few times I've been charged full price, even when in uniform. I frequent this bakery because of the economic price due to the discount. When I get charged $28 for 2 dozen, I realize I cannot afford to continue this practice. When I embarrassingly asked about a military discount, I received 10% off. I am thankful for this, but sadly, cannot afford $25 for 2 dozen donuts and will elect to bake cookies for my soldiers in the future.
It's nice that you are doing a nice thing for your class. However, you shouldn't expect to just get a massive discount and just always pay $11 for 2 dozen donuts. 10% off is still a discount. This next one is by Domino Mast, titled, This dumbass really thinks I would lower down the price on a good deal. I bought it for $40, same condition.
Hello, is the children bike still available?
Hello, it is available, but I'm actually getting ready to head to bed. I have to work in the morning, but I'd be happy to continue this conversation with you in the morning if that's okay. I'll send you a text around this time, and you can get back with me whenever you have time. Thanks so much for understanding. Good night.
Excuse me? No! You will talk to me now and discuss this immediately. I want the bike you've posted for sale on your Facebook now!
What?
I want the bike you posted, and because of your attitude, I will only pay $2 and you will deliver it to me tonight.
Yeah, I don't think so. I only posted the bike for $15, which is an excellent deal. It's in almost new condition. I'm just trying to pay it forward to a family that could maybe not afford a new bike for their daughter. So I'm not dropping the price, and most importantly, I'm choosing not to sell it to you because of your demanding and horrible attitude. Have a good night.
No! You have to sell it to me! I am the customer!
I mean, technically, they don't have to sell anything to you, whether you're the customer or not. It's their prerogative of who they sell the bike to, and quite frankly, your attitude is horrible. This next one is by ittymctitface, titled, I'm stealing, but 1 star because you caught me.
I know this is inappropriate, so feel free to have your own opinion, but the entire staff is always so lazy and unprofessional. Here's the inappropriate part. In a time of desperation, I tried to walk out of the store without paying for my groceries, and the manager himself jumped in front of me as I was leaving and just said, That's a lot of stuff. Come with me and I won't call the police. He checked my ID and took my photo, wrote a trespass, then still called the police and asked for a citation after I complied with everything. I'm 23, trans, and a college student, and told him I never do anything like this. He then goes on to accuse me of having stolen from them multiple times and misgenders me to the police officer. I tried to correct them, and the officer basically tells me to shut up. Then I was left to explain everything to the police department and now have a court date for no reason. I've been in the system for a year, homeless shelters. I stole from City Market because I'm vegan, and the public services in Burlington are more like a tradition than an actual resource. I wasn't having my needs met, and I gave him all of this information that he didn't even respect, and still turned me over to the police. He wasted my time and abused his authority. Everyone there must have known what was happening, and they were just going to let me walk out with a backpack full of groceries just to get me in trouble. Fuck City Market. They're pretentious apes.
What do you expect to happen to you when you get caught shoplifting? I mean, do you think that they're just gonna, oh, it's okay, we understand your situation, have a nice day? No, you still have consequences for your actions, regardless of your situation. You made the decision to steal. Nobody made the decision to put stuff in your backpack for you. This next one is by Heaven Gaze, titled, "This choosing beggar apparently needs a new skirt for a party, but can't afford it. Facebook friend's wallet to the rescue." After all, this request is entirely reasonable considering they could be asking for a lot more, right?
Can someone Cash App or PayPal me like $25 so I can order a skirt for my work party?
Bruh, what? I promise you, there are black skirts at the thrift store.
Thanks, but I'm picky, and it took my 3 hours to find this skirt at this price. I don't like wearing clothes worn by people I don't know. It's definitely a preference and a first world problem, but I find this ask reasonable when in reality I'm a grand in the hole right now and I could be asking for a lot more.
Well, if you're a grand in the hole, that sounds like a personal problem and not anybody else's problem. If you want a skirt, you might have to settle and just get a used one. Whether you like wearing clothes worn by other people or not, you're really not in a position to be demanding brand new items. This next one is by Aegon the Befuddled, titled, "Marines don't need luck, but they do need you to give them freebies."
Veterans discount?
I could give you 5% off. Thank you for your service.
I run a large veterans retired group of over 1,000 people. We patronize all businesses who give us a discount. We also promote those businesses. 5% is not worth it to me or us. Thanks. We'll find a veteran-owned service.
Okay, sounds good. Best of luck.
We do not need luck. We are Marines.
5% is still 5%. I'd be happy with that because the bottom line is that's 5% you don't have to pay that others do. This next one is by MarkHoKX, titled, "Already paying the lowest price on Fiverr and still bagging for extra shit. Threatening for a bad review. Laugh my fucking ass off."
He shows the gig with the price, but then he delivers a different one.
Hi, I'm sorry you've had a bad experience. You paid $5 and expected more services by threatening me to give me a bad review. I've delivered your work on time and according to your instructions, and also given you extra revisions on top of it for free just to help. Take care and God bless you. Why am I not shocked that a choosing beggar threatens to leave a bad review if they don't get their way? This seems to be one of the main go-tos that these CBs use, but you know what? It never works, ever, and they just don't get that. This next one is by Cult of Happy, titled, "Asking for a sculpture for $100, then trying to negotiate after it's completed." A lady messaged my husband, asking if he could sculpt him a specific piece for $100. He wasn't too confident about how it would come. This would be his first custom-made project, but made it clear if it wasn't something he was proud of, he wouldn't sell it for what she offered to pay. It came out better than he thought. It looks really good and looks exactly like the pic she sent him. He kept her updated on every step with pictures, and she always responded with how awesome it looked. He's almost done with it now, and she wrote him asking how much he wants for it. He reminded how much she offered for a custom piece, and she has the nerve to tell him that's way too much for her. My husband, who always thinks his art isn't good enough, it is, went down to $60, and she still said she doesn't know and would have to talk with her hubby, and even then, it may be a couple weeks she can pay him. She started asking my husband how many hours he put into it and how much the supplies were. So what? So she can determine a price? If any artist knows, you gotta make a profit because then it's not worth it. Aside from working on this piece since Sunday and not even done with it yet, he works a full-time job, graveyard, plus has 3 kids. Losing sleep to make this, worked on this every night this week all the way up until leaving for work. He didn't want me to post this, but I'm so irritated. I completely agree. If the lady offered to pay a price, she needs to pay that price regardless. If she was so amazed by the work and saying how awesome it looked, what she needs to do is pay what she offered. Honor her end of the deal, or she doesn't get a sculpture. Your husband should not lower his price to appease someone who pretty much is blowing smoke up his ass. And our final post today is by Carly Corn, titled, I follow a professional painter who is dealing with some corporate choosing beggars. What the fuck? I had a consultation with a local company to paint their logo on their wall. I asked what the budget was. They looked at each other and said,
I thought you did it for the art. I wasn't told we'd have to pay.
Bruh, you think anyone sits around painting corporate logos for fun? Check out this sweet IBM logo I just sketched. You would think if a company wanted a logo painted on their wall, they would have no problem paying to have it done properly. Considering the logo is a direct reflection of their company, they wouldn't want clients coming into their office and seeing just a half-assed done logo. They would want to see something professional so they could have confidence in the company that they just entered. Alright, that's enough beggars for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Choosing Beggars. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell and drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, and have a great day.